Question is that this person's FTP has topped out, and do I have ideas for how to break through a plateau? So again, there's just so many reasons why your FTP may feel like it's topped out. Knowing just a tiny bit about you, how relatively new you are to this, kind of less than 5 years of consistent training. I don't see this as like you've reached your genetic peak. But yeah, there's a ton of reasons why your FTP may have topped out. And to really, you know, have a clearer sense, this is something that I would want to look at your training data and talk to you and get a better understanding of what's going on. But these are the kind of things that I would be considering. So first, you're tired. It's what is it, September? It's been a long season. It's really normal to be tired, and the last thing most athletes want to do is rest. But if you can think of this as you need to rest in order to be fresh enough to go harder, because basically you've probably kind of exhausted your ability to go hard enough for new stimulus, which is what you need. So you're kind of always carrying around this latent level of fatigue, and you can never be fresh. You basically are never fresh enough to go hard enough to stimulate additional adaptation over and above what you've currently been doing. And so you're no longer improving. So probably some rest is in order. If you are fresh, maybe you've taken a bit of a break, then you may need harder or different training. If you've kind of just been doing the same thing, you probably do need a novel stimulus, and that would be, I don't know what you've been doing, so I can't really make a recommendation, but if you've been focused on threshold work, it might be time for a VO2 block, but I would emphasize you really need to be fresh to get anything out of a VO2 block. Doing a VO2 block when you're tired is really just going to make things worse and probably going to be pretty miserable in the process. If you have been focused on short power, then it's maybe time for a time to exhaustion or threshold focus block. I say time to exhaustion because that would be threshold work focused specifically on increasing the duration of your time riding at threshold. It's a little bit counterintuitive, but you really do need that muscular endurance as the foundation in order to continue pushing the raw FTP number up. So you first need to pull it out, and then you can begin to bring it up. So for example, if you've been doing threshold work on the order of 8, 10, 12 minutes, I would be trying to drag those out to 16, 18, 20 plus minutes. And if your total time in zone has been about 30 minutes, see if you can increase it to 35, 40, 45, 60 plus, whatever it is, you need to do more. And I would say, and not jumping like significantly larger numbers, but on the order of kind of 5 minutes per workout, additional time in zone. It's also, it is September. It's been a long, hard season. It may just be time for you to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, but for most people, 2 weeks off, 2 weeks open riding is a really good place to start for a dedicated off season before you start building for next year. And if you may have just done all the work that you can do this year, and it's time to reset and then start working for next year. So yeah, for a lot of people, just getting that break can be enough of a change to kind of break through a plateau like that. So, but you can expect that you're going to have a little bit of a decline to begin with, but you need that decline in order to continue climbing. Your fitness kind of goes up and then down and then up and then down and then up higher and then down and then, so you do have to have those declines in order for it to continue getting higher. And that's both in the form of rest weeks and an off season, a bit of a larger rest.